Hey, what's going on, guys? And before we start this video, be sure to comment, rate and subscribe on this video and to my channel if you do enjoy this. Today I'm going to be going over the update that came out, which is regarding player owned ports, and also a big update to next, which we'll go through later. But right now I'm going to go through the player owned ports update, which is called the next journey, and this is basically for people who have actually finished player owned ports already. There are 2 new adventure places or islands that you can go and gather resources from, including Loop and Shield regions of the Wushanku Isles. Over 300 new voyages, as you can see, and there's 2 new resources, Azure and Terracotta, and these are after the other resources like Cherrywood and Stainless Steel. So yeah, you'll be able to get new upgrades to your ship, and also there are new trade goods which you can use to go to make some new armor and weapons, which I will talk about later on. They're fully voiced adventurers, new adventurers, the architect, the chef and the trapper, all 3 requiring different skills. And yeah, you'll be able to get Forgotten Scrolls for a new level 85 cape, a ring and some thrown weapons. Let's go down and go through this. First of all, the Refocus cape is a new cape which has been introduced with this update. It comes in 2 varieties: standard version, which degrades and can be sold. It's all tradable, as you can see here, and the superior version. This is a lot like all the other armors from player imports, the Tetsu, the Death Lotus and the Sea Singer, which are matched by its increased cost and untradability. For armor and life point bonus in particular, superior Refocus cape is best in slot. That's quite interesting. The Leviathan ring, I think that's how you pronounce it, is a level 85 ring which has a 2 or 5% chance to halve the damage of attacks made against its wearer, and hearty critical chance boost for all styles of combat. It's a hybrid ring that's very defensive, and you can make Death Lotus darts, which are level 85 thrown weapons, round out the range roster nicely. That's a nice alliteration right there. There are many great reasons with this update to get back into Portmaster's life and blah blah blah. This is basically encouraging the people to revisit player on ports after they've actually finished it, before got all the armors and everything they wanted, to get this new cape, ring and Death Lotus darts. You'll need level 19, at least 1 of 9 skills to start managing your port. Yep, you can go through that if you want to. Meg, I'm sure you all already know this if you've done your ports, but here what I have made is some of the commonly used capes throughout RuneScape, and this is the new Refocus cape with its armor, life points and everything about it. Now it's got really good armor and life point bonus, better than even the max cape, but the thing that it only lacks in is prayer. It has 0 prayer bonus. The critical is actually, it's a hybrid cape, so it gives critical percentage to all 3 melee, ranged and mage, which is very useful. It's like a really good tank cape, only beaten in defensive, armor and life bonuses by the comp cape, which also has a prayer bonus. But if you're going out for all out DPS, then you might want to use specific capes like the Takakal or the Zamorak Saradomin or Guthix cape from the Mage Arena, or for range you want to use the Accumulator or the Alerter. But yeah, this is actually going to be a really good new cape. I believe the tradable version right now is worth 500k, but it's bound to go up because nobody's will have gotten it by now. You need to collect, I forgot what the resource is called now. Let's go up and see. You will need to collect koi scales, and you will need 90 crafting to make this cape. And also for the ring, you will need plenty of pearls, which are called Eastern pearls, that you can get from voyages, and you also need level 90 crafting for this. Death Lotus darts can be made with ancient bones and ascension shards, so if you saved up ancient bones, you can use them to make Death Lotus darts and see if they're actually good enough. Now the second part of this update is actually very interesting. It's a major update to the next boss. Now before this, people were finding it really easy to go to next with just like Gano and Polypore, because maging was just so easy and tanks would always just use mage. But now next has a chance of praying mage. As you can see here, next will now enter deflect magic stance instead of deflect range on every other fight, and so this actually is encouraging you to bring more than 1 combat style. Even tanks have to bring more than 1 combat style, and Nexus wings will now recolor a bit like the Calphite Kings to green while deflecting range, blue when deflecting magic, and red orange when deflecting melee. This is actually makes it easier for you to know which deflection curse Nex is using. And also the Virtus wand and book now degrade, which might make it more expensive because less people are going to use it, but I really doubt that because they're still probably like 2 of the second best wand magic main hand and offhand weapons in the game. It just means that now you have to pay like a couple of mil every time it degrades, which isn't really that much. It's definitely still going to be worth it. Here are the 9 skills. That out of one of these, you will need a level 90 in order to start player on ports, as I mentioned before. And for the new update, you will need 90 crafting. Now, if you did enjoy this video, be sure to comment, rate, and subscribe. I'll leave a link to this news post, in the description. And I believe that's it. Peace out.